Feral Audio.
It was December, and my TV brother and I were gearing up for our second annual holiday episode. The cider was on the stove, the yule log was streaming, and the weather was delightful. So settle in for another journey into the psyche of two infinite children. Ladies and gentlemen, this is The Adventures of Danny and Mike, the podcast. You, stop that. Why do you think that that's funny? That's not okay.
Because it sounds awful.
Welcome to episode 22 of The Adventures of Danny and Mike. To my right, Mr. Danny Tamborelli. He's gumming the microphone. And to his right, Mr. Michael C. Morona.
Hello.
And I'm producer Jeremy. Happy holidays, everybody. Spirits are high.
Oh, spirits are high. Let's have a drink.
This is our second annual holiday episode, which you should drink along with us every time you hear the word spirit are high. Spirits are high.
It's plural, spirits.
I've
Not the ones.
I've had a few in advance in preparation for this.
Do we really want Jeremy's finger on the button?
Well, I don't.
Which button is that?
The record
nukes?
button.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm capable. If it were the nukes, I would not. I don't want to take that responsibility. I would, but I don't want to.
You sound just like him.
Hold on. Oh, boy. This is so much better now.
That's some great podcasting that you're doing there by making Mike stand noise.
That was me. My name is Daniel Tamborelli.
I don't ever say Daniel. I say Danny.
For it. It's fine, Danny.
Okay. Well,
My
I'm
stage
not gonna
name,
call you
Danny.
Yeah, people wouldn't know who you're talking about.
Well, I put the C in there so everybody knows now. On yours. Happy holidays, gentlemen.
Happy holidays to you.
It's 60 degrees and cloudy in December, mid-December.
My cousin got married on Black Friday.
No, why?
That's something else to do. That's a great idea. I hope more people get married on Black Friday.
To avoid Black Friday altogether.
I didn't ask. I didn't ask, but it worked out.
It wasn't
Did you
like
have a good time?
Yeah.
Did you get really sweet gifts?
No, we didn't get married.
No deals on,
That was
on
at the
flat screen TVs or anything?
Oh, no. There
On
were
Black Friday wedding?
Yeah, no,
They
there's a
didn't get
different-
married at a Best Buy.
I was
They
going to
got
say
married
the
at a
outlet,
boat club, right?
There's a
Yeah,
different
but
part
if
of
it's
it.
if it's a Black Friday wedding, there should still probably be
Some sort of gift, yeah.
You know, like $20 off your next purchase at whatever.
I think they're
resort
more
you're at.
concerned about dedicating each other to the rest,
No.
spending
I
the rest of their
understand
lives
what
together.
marriage is about.
There
Jeremy.
was
I
a
get it.
nice giveaway at the end, right by the valet parking while you were waiting to leave. There was like a French fries, a hot pretzel machine.
Hot pretzel machine?
Yeah, hot pretzel machine.
Oh, hot pretzel.
Like
I thought you meant like marijuana pretzels.
A hot
dogs.
pretzel machine would be great.
hot dogs on a bun warmer, the whole thing, like ready for you to take with you.
Really?
To go.
That was your parting gift?
No,
That's a
I'm
great idea.
I'm saying this
Do
was
you get
part
on
of the
like
spread.
a bus or something?
No, this was, while you're waiting to leave, there was like a thing while you were waiting because people were starting to stack up. waiting for
Super
their cars.
thoughtful.
Well,
Super thoughtful.
in the movie Bridesmaids, they get puppies and you got hot dogs, which I guess are similar.
That's why
What?
Bridesmaids is a movie, Jeremy. God.
Everybody got
What
a
did you
puppy.
watch that on a plane?
I may have actually at some point in my life.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. I don't know. It's very warm outside, and last year this time it was snowing during our holiday episode, and now it's warm. It's actually, this feels like kind of like July, one of our July podcasts, because it's kind of warm in here.
It's funny to laugh at the West Coast right now while it's 50 degrees there and it's 60 degrees here. And that's only a 10-degree difference, but still, it's like double middle fingers
Yeah,
up.
we
like,
get to
"What
hold our
up?
noses. We
It's
get to hold our
December
noses
in
high.
New York. It's
Yeah.
65 fucking degrees, bruh.
Suck it.
Surf's up, bruh.
Surf's up, bruh.
Or not, I guess.
there is
It's too
surf.
cold.
Dude, come on. You got to go to the end of Long Island, man. Great surfing.
Yeah, I drove past the Rockaways today. I had to drop the
That
family.
is not what I'm talking about. But
Oh,
the
okay.
Rockaways are decent surfing too, but it's not the same as the end, like Montauk. The end
It's
of Montauk.
all the
is
dirt
what's up.
dumped by a
it's too far.
glacier as it melted. It's all the terminal moraine.
Are we still melting, Mike? Yes or
we're-
no?
Yeah,
Do you
even
think
as
this-
we speak.
This is part of global warming? The reason that it's still warm in December?
With the fact that we're wasting electricity podcasting right now, yes.
Well, I'm not going to apologize because you listeners, you deserve this.
Yeah, this is for the kids.
And
Fuck-
the Yule log
fuck
is
the
so
future.
nice, guys.
If there are kids
it's
listening.
like a fake feeling of warmth and honesty and truth.
Yeah.
I think that
The Yule logs going?
crime goes up in the summer because people are outside, and I wonder if television and air conditioning are combating crime. They certainly have contributed to like the breakdown in social fabric. Because you used to sit outside on the radio, listen to the baseball game, and now you're inside watching it on television. So I wonder if when everybody was outside hanging out, more stuff was happening.
Yeah.
That's not a bad. That's
like normal New York City like statistics for a year. It's like, okay, in the summertime there's way more crime than there is in the winter because it's fucking cold and nobody wants to
do crime in the cold.
Run down the street to stab someone for change.
If you're gonna stab someone, you gotta stab them in the summertime so the blood doesn't freeze.
I don't know. Oh yeah, because that would be easier for.
Or if there's
D'Onofrio
snow, then
to
you
catch
have
them
a
on
trap.
criminal
For the
D'Onofrio's not catching
listener,
anyone. That's a stunt
Michael
actor
C.
who's
Morona
running.
walked in here today.
Don't get me started.
He walked in here today ready to
Watching.
do a podcast, but watching Law and Order: Criminal Intent on his iPad that was being streamed from the Women's Entertainment Network.
I'd like to say that I'm secure enough in my masculinity that I'm comfortable watching the Law and Order: Criminal Intent on the Women's Entertainment Network. But
That's fine. I'm not.
Women's Entertainment
that
Network-
was just an extra caveat.
you run so many goddamn prescription drug commercials that you make Ion Television look like I don't have a comparison. Both of you would go out of business immediately if they outlawed running prescription drug commercials.
I do not take any prescription drugs.
Me neither. And I
Not
don't
one.
want to
I
think.
do.
And I don't
I
want to
don't.
think about the dancing toe fungus character anymore. I just want to watch a murderer get caught. Okay, don't tell me about my decaying colon.
Okay.
So
That's, Mike's health
we
corner
learned
for the
something
month.
new today about Mike.
No,
he
I
has,
just-
he has a colon that is apparently not good.
No, I mean, like if you watch.
How strong is your colon?
How deep is your love? If you watch Criminal Intent, if you watch
The
Criminal
blacker the
Intent,
colon, the
if you watch Criminal Intent and
Deeper the
Jeopardy,
juice.
you would just assume that everyone's dying all the time because all that
Criminal
they advert,
Intent.
or Jeopardy, you would
Okay.
just assume that everybody dies all the time because all they market is prescription drugs and medication.
right.
That's all they advertise.
And when they
Well-
come on, this is what I do. I don't know if you guys do this. I listen for all the side effects, and if it's like under 10, I'm like, oh, that's actually not that bad.
Oh,
The
yeah?
side effects include
Popcorn lung.
popcorn lung, and
Relevant.
diarrhea and possible
Anal bleeding.
Anal
There's
bleeds.
some. Yeah.
So what you do
But
is
if you have under 10 of those
You like to-
things, I'm like, oh, that's not that bad because when you listen to them, it's more than 10 usually.
what you have to get is the Vitruvian Man, the Da Vinci illustration of the man, and
Right.
and then on the body you have to map out all the side effects. It'll be an interesting exercise for you.
This historical piece of art is brought to you by
Zeljans, Jublia,
Which can cause side effects
and
such as
other
anal
toxic
leakage.
fucking pills.
lung rot.
My God,
Popcorn lung.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Divorce.
Guys, has anything cool happened to you since last time we met in Los Angeles?
Los Angeles.
California?
We're back in the Brooklyn basement
Sure.
apartment. It's,
Sure. I wrapped Shades of Blue. It's done.
nice.
No more J-Lo.
No more Best Boy kit rental. Oh, I got to do my taxes.
Did you have any farewell burns or any that you want to update the?
No goodbye injuries. To be honest,
Yeah,
I had like
that's
a
probably
bruise that stays with me.
Any
and an ache
good
in my
rap
heart.
party gifts?
I didn't go.
Anything? Oh, it didn't
Really?
go.
No, I did not rep the.
Why?
Why?
Do you not do that?
Let's
on principle?
The year is 2005. Is it 2005? I'm working on a movie that is probably going to be on Cinemax soon.
Straight to.
And there's lots of boobies, but there's no vagina showing.
No,
because it's a Skinemax.
No, it's not a skin.
Oh, sorry, my
Those
bad.
are all made.
Continue.
Those are all made in California.
Continue. my
Yeah,
bad.
I'm working on a movie that's it's a non-union independent job, and when they have a rap party, it's at this bar, and I go, and what are you doing with your marshmallow?
I don't know. I got a marshmallow oven. Keep going. Keep going.
The party is at this bar. The bar is in the alphabet somewhere.
Okay.
And
Danny's old stomping grounds. Go ahead.
yes, not too far from him. And when you go to a bar like this, there's like two bathrooms, and the bathrooms just have like people in them. And the people aren't going anywhere. They're just like in the bathroom.
Oh, well,
I didn't
doing
know about drugs.
right?
I didn't know about drugs at that point.
Okay.
I mean, I knew about them, but I didn't
You didn't
understand
know personally. Yeah, no.
I didn't understand how they, what people did. So I think I just kept drinking until I had to pee, and then I peed into a Budweiser bottle at the rap party.
Really?
At this bar. And I got tossed out of the bar.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, and somebody picked it up and drank it.
No. I did it in front of your favorite character actor,
Yep.
Kevin Sussman's
brother, uncle,
fiance, who's probably his wife now.
Yeah,
It's a good story.
Well, so you got kicked out of one rap party, therefore you don't go to any.
You don't go to any of them now since 2005?
We moved on to a bar like down the block.
Oh, and
to a second bar.
But why? I don't understand how that explains you don't go to rap parties.
What's the point?
I don't know. It's free booze. You get to see the people you've bonded with for the past 2 months.
If you work in the film business and you don't know how to get free booze,
I know.
there's something wrong.
Especially in the prop department. I should be fired.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd really like to get this ad placement. It's for a company that we like called Jameson.
Michter's
How
is
much
the thing now. I just got an email saying from a product placement person saying, actually, we'll do it for Danny and Mike.
There you go.
Let's get some Michter's product placement.
Never heard of them.
Go for it. That will be the greatest thing.
You guys will probably have to.
In January, last year we talked about how shitty January was.
Yeah.
If we have a Michter's
it'd be so
advertising
amazing.
campaign along with that, we would.
All right, guys.
Let's
You've obviously
jolly
said the name
drunks.
enough times already.
Let's maybe
Jolly
we preemptively do a Michter's commercial to try to in hopes of getting their backing.
Right.
So
My name is Mike Marone, and I used to have shingles, but thanks to Michter's, I can stand up straight.
that's decent.
That's pretty
Danny,
good.
what's
That's
your
not
attempt?
bad. Hi, my name is Danny Tamborelli. I was never someone who would go out a lot and be a talkative kind of guy. And then I drank Michter's, and oh my gosh, like the social media and the social attention I get now, holy bejeez, it's incredible.
Okay, now what is the product?
It's whiskey. It's very, very delicious. Rye.
It's bourbon or rye.
Yeah.
It depends on the day.
I mean, I like them both.
Sometimes
but
it's bourbon,
I've been a
sometimes
rye
it's
guy for the last few.
You are a rye guy.
Yeah, ever since you stopped drinking beer, right?
Yeah.
You're a rye guy.
Oh, hey, you guys didn't know that? I stopped drinking beer
See,
for a little bit.
Yeah,
How long?
in a related note, the Dow crashed.
In a related note, I stopped drinking beer because I was getting. I was drinking.
InBev dividends slashed.
No, I was having. Guys, I always talk about all my problems.
Were you
that
getting
I
the
have. I
night
have some, like,
sweats?
health-
Oh,
this is
no,
your-
no,
this
no,
is
not
your-
sweat sweats. It's not night sweats.
Were you getting beer sweats?
No, I would
night
just
meat
wake
sweat?
up. I would wake up with like gas bubbles in my stomach because I drink too much carbonated beer.
Have you
What-
stopped seltzer too?
Wait, gas bubbles in your stomach, and they couldn't.
I've eased on the seltzer.
They couldn't
I'm
escape?
drinking more normal water and less of carbonated water, but I still drink some carbonated water.
will
but
never
I stopped
fit in
drinking
LA.
beer, and this is week 3, and
I'm proud
I feel
of you, man.
okay.
That's
and,
nice work.
You know, it's okay. It's not my favorite thing. I love beer so much.
They
that
were
it's-
the bubbles were trapped in your stomach, and they couldn't get out.
No, like I woke up one night and I couldn't breathe, and my girlfriend woke up and she thought I was like dying, and like in a bad way.
I
was
imagine
like, do you
that's
think
how,
I'm
like-
that fat and that out of shape?
I imagine
that you,
that's
like,
how any aerobic
like,
activity with the two of
I'm
you
gonna
ends. It's
die.
like-
I was like, no. I
Did
woke
she-
up and I couldn't like breathe because I had like some like acid reflux and like my stomach was all fucked up, and she like read up on it
I don't
while I
know.
went away, and
I
she's
should-
like, you have GERD, and I was like, what the fuck is GERD? And she just told me that it's like everything that happened to me that night
I feel like
was written in that thing that said that means that you have GERD, and it's just
I feel like
ate,
dating you
spicy
means
shit
having 911 on speed dial. You know,
that's not true, man. I'm
Caitlin, we're
usually-
there for you.
I am pretty healthy, dude. I had one tooth issue, and now I have GERD. Okay, so 2 things over 2 years.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah, for a 2-year-old, but you're 30.
I'm 33,
Plus.
pushing 34. I know. I'll be 34 in February, bro.
Yeah, not February 2nd, February 8th.
February 8th. Oh, if you actually get it right this year, you did the last couple of years. You've gotten it right, I guess.
Because he was scolded. For the listener,
I mean, that's an old joke.
For the listener, I'm
For the
still holding out
listener.
for my copy of the video game that Dan was in. Hopefully,
telling
which will
you,
arrive.
look,
arrive
I'm not
this
going to
year.
tell you if it's in the mail or not, but maybe I will later.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I've never seen a PS360 version anyway, so I don't know where
You have to get the adapter.
No, it's
That's true.
PS3. I know. I screwed up, guys. Okay. for a guy who's into video game, I don't play that many of them.
Yeah, we know.
Okay, I didn't know the difference between Xbox 360 and PS3.
You're in video games. You don't have to be into video
He's above
games.
them.
You're in video
He's above
games.
to playing them. Yeah,
I did play them.
I've been playing some
I played
FIFA
them
just
here.
in preparation for our rematch.
yeah,
that I'm inevitably will. I'm not going to say I'm lose, but I'm trying. I want to get better.
Mike's
I want to
very
beat
good
you.
at
All I want to
FIFA.
do is beat you.
They've
That's all.
probably added a few new buttons since I.
There is a new demo out.
I was going to say.
I don't know
so.
if your team's on there, but
Spirits remain high.
are high.
Spirits are
Drink.
high again. Oh, drink.
That's a good one. We do have the Yule log going, which is kind of nice. Very warm. It's not really the Yule log; it's the weather, but I kind of like it.
You
And
could be shoveling.
Well, the weather outside's not frightful.
kind of warm.
But this fake fire is
somewhat
somewhat
delightful.
manageable.
Yeah.
And as long as we've no place to go, let's podcast.
you
Dave Mike
really
just fell
have
asleep.
You really have reached a new low,
That's right.
Guys,
but appropriate.
it's the holiday season, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not that into it, and my girlfriend is very into it. And like I've driven her to work and we had to go to Pennsylvania and she really wants to listen to Christmas music. So
you got-
I have
in the road
listened-
trip. Awesome.
I have listened to so much fucking Christmas music that my head is going to explode. And my whole life I've always been like, I like Christmas, it's fun, but I don't want to listen to the music. I can't stand it. And like, I'll hear it like once or twice, like Christmas Eve at my parents' house.
That's fine.
Or at my aunt's house on Christmas Day. Like, I'm cool with that, but like, I don't want to hear it all the time. But it's been directly since Thanksgiving has been on.
The day after, yeah, it
the day
started.
after Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
it's been nonstop. And I'm usually into like fun parody Christmas, like
Grandma Got Run Over?
no. Like I Saw Daddy Kissing Santa Claus. That's a funny song.
Oh yeah, that's
When
pretty
it
good.
turns out that it, much to my surprise, I couldn't believe my eyes. It wasn't Daddy after all, but Mommy in disguise. But I saw Daddy kissing Santa.
I like it.
Wow.
I like it. It's kind of a
It's great.
Victoria.
You know, I had
great.
family in town. They came to see the New York Christmas stuff. I don't
Did you
even
have
know
to go
what
to
it is.
Rockefeller?
A sea of people at like 10, 11 p.m. It
Gross.
was horrible. But anyway, I've been listening to the Peanuts Christmas soundtrack.
yeah, it's a good one.
That's fine.
That's amazing.
Vince Guaraldi is the greatest.
is that I could listen
That's
to
the
that on
only
repeat.
Christmas music I can listen to.
Yeah,
I will
I
agree.
used to walk around whistling that, and that's people don't like that.
I was so good at it, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but yesterday
you are.
I am.
Sounds kinda
Okay.
like you're
So
prepping
yesterday,
for it,
while
too.
we were driving, and I was trying to find the Christmas station because we were in the middle of bumfuck PA, trying to get like an actual station to listen to Christmas music.
Will your girlfriend
came right on-
take
it's fine.
offense to calling it bumfuck PA?
No, she won't. Why not?
Okay,
Whatever.
spirits are high.
Spirits are high. Let's drink again. Okay, here we go.
Great.
But a Vince Guaraldi song came on.
Yeah.
In the middle, like their little jam, and I called it. I was like, I knew what this is.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah,
and
the
I
whole-
got
the
it.
whole album's
And at
great.
the end, oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Speaking of the
Do
worst,
you not care about that, Mike? What do they do in Staten
I
Island
love-
for Christmas?
I love that album.
it's
It's
good.
a really good one. It
It's
really
really
is.
good. Between that and Home Alone, it's like
Oh, Christmas Tree song.
Yes,
That's my favorite one.
My mother was. I don't think she purposely plays the Home Alone soundtrack, but
Hey, Mike.
she's playing Christmas music, which a lot of the songs are in Home Alone.
yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if this will be out by the 23rd. It might be. It might be out by 12/23.
I think it definitely will.
But Jounce has its 15th annual
Holiday show. Mexicali, huh?
Or quinceañera,
Whoa.
as they say in Mexico.
You should play a Vince Guaraldi tune.
No, I'm not. But we usually do weird stuff every year, and we've like our drummer has one of those sampler pads, so we take snippets of different things, and we've done different Christmas movies. And I've always been like, we're not doing Home Alone. We're not doing Home Alone. It came up again this year, and we're doing it. So in between our songs, there's going to be like dum da da dum 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 da da dum dum dum.
I don't know.
That's
I don't recognize that.
The
tune.
beginning, whatever. There's going to be that. There's going to be you saying,
It's-
"Kevin, you're such a disease."
It's music from the Nutcracker.
So you get a cut of this?
Yes, it is. It is music from the Nutcracker.
It's music from the
That's
Nutcracker.
good. You're right. You're
You
right.
should get a cut of this at the door. You should get
Maybe
what,
I'll give you a
2%?
cut. I might give you a
2%?
little cut.
I'll negotiate your contract.
Are you around? Do you want to come to the show?
I think that night is the fish fry at Sunny's at the Red Hook Yacht and Kayak Club on Conover Street in Red Hook.
Yeah.
I think I will probably have to make an appearance there.
No.
If I am in New York City at all, I would. I think I'll probably be at the fish fry if I don't.
Well, because you could have said we could have just taken the whole sampler out of it, and you could just,
That's
say-
me. That's
say
me.
your line.
I'm the human sampler pad.
All I'm saying is that for
Here, just give me
14
an
years,
example,
for 14
and
years, I've been like, no, we're not like sampling anything
Right.
from Home Alone,
Right.
And like, there's nothing left. So when they were like Home Alone this year, I was like, okay, fine.
Okay,
but I just
you
wanted
guys
you to know
have
that I
to
had your back for
Thank
15
you.
years,
Yes.
14
Well,
years.
If you guys pay me, I'll feel like
oh yeah, no, we'll give you a little something.
I'll negotiate that for you. Don't worry.
Don't.
Well, we hope you listeners are having a good holiday season.
Yeah, we hope your
Yeah, we
spirits
do.
are high.
Spirits are high.
If you guys are looking for a gift for this holiday season, boy, and they're Danny
Very
and
good.
Mike fans and fanatics, have we got a deal for you?
Do you like T-shirts with Danny and Mike's cartoon faces
Do you
on
like
them?
posters?
We got them. Do you like posters signed by both Danny and Mike? We got them. Do you
I
like
don't know.
buttons?
Do you like buttons for real cheap?
got 'em.
$1.
We might like those.
Dollar cheap.
Those we might
That's
like.
right. Probably some other stuff too.
Do
We'll
you
throw in
like
a business card.
grits and horchata? Because they're both derived from one type of cooking.
We will not be sending grits and horchata.
They are.
God, you know what?
Well, hey, listen.
Go to DannyandMike.com and get all
.com, yes.
.com and get all those things.
That's right. Well, our guest this episode is a very good friend, and he is a very funny
Hilarious
guy,
comedian.
host of the MNN public access show called The Special Without Brett Davis. He also does a bunch of shows around town, and he's
Lethal Lottery,
Hilarious.
the
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin show. all the
Brett
stuff.
Davis. So he'll be stopping by here.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And
Brett.
it is I feel like something weird is going to happen too. I don't know.
Listen,
there's something
last
in
year-
the air. Like it is warm out, but it's
I
still
know.
also like dreary, and that same dreary feeling that I had last year.
I know.
Yeah, it kind of smells like
weird,
ass funk and breakfast cereal.
You know what that means? It might be an appearance of Drunk Santa. There
Razzie
might be.
Award-winning
There might
Drunk
be.
Santa.
Yeah, I don't know. It's whatever.
Razzie Award
We'll see
nominated.
what happens,
Razzie
but,
Award nominated.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't win anything.
Anyway.
He'll never win anything.
No, you can tell this effort is put him over the top. This newest effort.
Well, we'll be right back with Mr. Brett Davis.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Spirits are high.
Spirits are right.
Oh, hey, everybody.
Hi.
How's it going?
Hello.
Brett Davis, ladies and gentlemen. Brett Davis. Oh, my God.
Would you, do you know how to work one of those things? We were giving you levels of how loud or soft we will be speaking, but that
we're
was
giving
way
you
too loud,
Levels of disdain.
Yeah, but just because it was loud in my headphones doesn't mean it's going to be loud in real life.
man. It was
we'll
loud
let
in everybody's headphones. I think everybody squirmed mildly.
Well, a mild squirm is nothing to sneeze
A
at.
mild squirm is what a slug does, pretty much, is what I think.
A mild squirm is what a slug does.
Hi, Brett. How are you?
I'm good.
How-
Do we need to do levels again? 'Cause
No, I
could
think
do
we're good.
I could do running with the devil,
Oh,
which I think
no.
shows off all of my range.
Maybe we'll save that for the end, and you can do a little performance.
Just
Okay,
the
cool.
isolated vocal parts.
Yeah.
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 I live my life like there's no tomorrow.
Whoa.
And then like a long pause.
and then the headphones break. Yeah. Well, welcome to the Christmas show.
Thank you for having me.
We are staring at a Yule log once again, second year in a row. We got the Yule log on TV, and nothing has happened yet. Nobody's moved it or stoked it, or nothing's happening.
Oh no,
It's pretty boring actually.
Something big happened already.
What happened? I didn't see anything.
Mike happened. That's what happened.
Mike always happens. Mike's been happening since 1978.
7.
You should get a shirt with that on there.
What do you think? I didn't start happening until I was 2.5 months old. Is that
Yeah, you had to get a little bit in there. Nobody's happening when they don't do anything but stare and shit,
What?
cry.
There's also eating, exploring.
I don't think a month, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, you're doing much exploring.
I managed to break a glass already, so mazel tov, everyone.
Yeah. If Mike's mic stops working throughout this podcast, it's because it was submerged in a very delicious liquid drink that Danny made for
Mike's
us.
microphone smells like apple cider because Of some duct tape?
No.
Is it my
a long
Hulk
story.
strength? What
So
would you
Brett,
say?
last
It was
year I
one or the
burned
other.
this cider.
You burned
So
it? Okay.
I decided that instead of serving it warm, that it was going to be chilled. And Mother
I
Nature
like-
helped that because it's so nice outside.
I like a chilled cider so much more than a warm one.
Yes, I knew it.
Nailed it.
You picked right.
I knew it.
We were going to have both options just in case you had a preference, but, But this is the second year in a row. We have a little thing where if anybody says spirits are high, we have to drink. So if you want to play along, feel free.
True.
Spirits are high.
Oh boy, here we go.
Holy moly, that's right out of the gate. Mike did a bong rip. Oh boy.
I simply sat up to sip my cider.
Say that again.
I simply sat up to sip my cider.
Now say it really fast.
I
That was going to be good.
Yeah.
That was going to be a good one, Mike. He gets about 30 seconds into whatever he's doing, and it's great. And then it just trails off at the very end. I don't even get going, but he gets like 30 seconds.
Do you have a hidden camera in my bedroom?
I hope that clip
Anywho.
is isolated on YouTube for people that love like low talking and like S's and stuff.
And they could back record it.
You could package it to people who have speech impediments,
Yeah.
like a lateral lisp. That would be a good thing for someone with a lateral lisp.
Wasn't that your two-hand touch team? Lateral lisp? The Wyckoff lateral lisps?
You nailed it, Mike. You sure did.
Fucker.
So I'm gonna go right out the gate. You are the 2015 Andy Kaufman Award winner. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah.
How amazing is that? Like that's probably. I mean, I'm presuming it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, it was pretty
For you.
cool. Yeah, for me, I don't think I'd care about many other awards.
Yeah,
But
that's
having one with like a hero's name in it.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that,
pretty awesome.
I feel weird calling Andy Kaufman a hero, but
I think
if anybody deserves it,
It has a built-in nickname for itself, the award.
yeah.
You won the Andy.
Yeah.
Andy Award winner.
You won the Andy.
Yeah, I'm a one-time Andy.
I'm saying now you just have to get the granny, the hammy, and the chamois, and you're gonna have the whole collection.
Is that a trifecta or a?
The whole correction?
No, it's called the gash or the shag or something.
Oh,
It's like an
okay.
acronym of all the
All right. So what do I have to do to earn the Grammy? Or the
Yeah.
Granny?
the granny. The granny is like achievement in the field of no. Actually, that's going to be a tough one for you. Mm-hmm. You might want to collaborate on your granny.
There might be a Doubtfire situation. Like, if...
How long has it been since that's been remade?
I don't know.
I think the time is up.
Who would be the Granny of the year of this year?
More importantly, who would be the Pierce Brosnan in your remake of Mrs. Doubtfire?
Oh,
Wow.
That's
no. It'd probably be like a Jason Statham or something.
I was thinking that.
Like a surprise casting. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I was thinking a leftover Bond, which is ballpark.
Yeah.
that's in the ballpark of the same
Leftover
thing.
Bond?
You know, like an old Bond, because he was an old Bond. What's
Well,
his face?
there's not too many of them living, so
Yeah.
we got Timothy Dalton, is that what you're saying?
Timothy
No,
Dalton would be
I think
What are you
that's.
trying to say?
I like that.
They're like Spinal Tap drummers. Those guys go really quick after they're done. It's like Logan's Run. They end so quick.
Hello, I've been dating your wife.
Where did he go? Oh yeah.
He's in
Is
stuff.
He's still alive?
I think so. I'm sure he's like does like plays and stuff. Wasn't he in Shaun of the Dead or something?
Really?
Timothy Dalton was in Shaun of the Dead?
I could be wrong.
Oh, no, he was in Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. He's still alive, by the way.
Yeah, way alive.
Yeah.
He's not that old.
Oh yeah. Where's my fact checker on this one?
I have.
We're
to
not
be,
at a
'cause I
live.
have-
We're not at a live show.
I have the internet.
When we
so I
do
have to-
live shows, he somehow manages to find a fact checker in every place that we go. He says something that I think maybe is not correct, and someone
mean,
will spew it out that
If
he is correct.
if you're attending a live podcast taping, there's typically a level of like phone access
True.
and like nerd.
True. AT&T really becomes your
Acquaintance
fact
with the
checker.
truth is what he's getting at. Acquaintance with
Yeah.
the truth. Because I speak truth. I'm just a conduit for the truth to come forth.
guys, for the listener, they have changed the Yule logs.
No, we just moved on
Different
to the next
Yule
one.
log.
No,
This is
episode 2.
This is the crackling Yule log.
No, this is the Phantom log, actually.
There are different channels of Yule log, dude.
Yeah, well, this is Netflix because I could. Yeah. So for
On
the
Netflix,
listener,
you can choose up to 10 different Yule
there's
logs.
3 options.
I actually waited until Yule log came out, and I watched it all that night. I watched the whole season. And then the next morning...
You binge watched?
Yeah, I binge watched Yule log.
Can't wait till next season.
It was just like Jessica Jones, and I had nothing left the next day. I was completely spent.
Spirits are
I
high.
was traumatized.
Spirits are high.
Spirits are high.
And David Tennant was in Yule Log season 2.
Way to bring it back.
Mm-hmm.
You'd never see it coming.
Goodness gracious, guys.
Yeah,
He just looks good in a suit, doesn't he? He's very smart.
He does, yeah.
Smart, snappy dresser.
I'm not a Doctor Who guy, but I did know him from that, where he wears like hoodies, I think, like a blazer and a hoodie or something. Because, I don't know.
Just that's his deal.
Maybe not. I don't know.
They're constantly being born as being reborn. The Doctor Who is just like New York City prep school detectives.
Yeah. I realized that other people are hearing this conversation, and some Doctor Who fans probably mad at me.
Yeah. That's why I try to stay out of it, because I don't know anything about
Yeah,
Doctor Who.
I don't know anything about
Much
Doctor
like
Who.
Dragon Ball Z.
Well, you know what? I'm totally fine with owning that I know nothing about Dragon Ball Z.
Much like Jeremy with The Adventures of Pete and Pete.
Speaking of that, well, there's the running joke is that I've never seen the show. I've watched the shorts though, and I think they should be very proud of me for doing that on my own time. But for the
Because
record,
they're a minute long. You spent 20 minutes.
well, I actually have just watched the first 4 seasons of Game of Thrones.
How many Sudokus did you do while you watched those shorts of Pete and Pete?
1 each.
Yeah.
But so instead of Pete and Pete, I've decided to go for Game of Thrones,
That is a different podcast.
which is a kind of a slap in the face. But I did it anyway. I don't really care what you think.
Oh, because
I care
you
what Brett
watched,
thinks. I
because
don't
you
care what he
spent. Well, there's 10.
10 times an hour, right?
Jeez,
Yeah, times 4 seasons.
that is a
Yeah.
lot.
Of Sudokus.
That's a lot. That's just a lot of binge watching, dude.
Well,
Are you working?
it's home for the holidays.
Yeah, the spirits are high, obviously.
Oh,
Oh
boy.
boy, spirits are high.
Home for the holidays.
Brett, what's your holiday? Do you have any traditions, festivities that you're going to do?
Patterns of
Any-
migration.
Any
that
sort
you
of live
follow?
goat skinnings or?
No, really. I grew up in Jersey. So it's
We got one of those here. Yeah.
just the commute.
Guys,
It's nothing. No, it's nothing different. It's not like a special journey. It's just
It's something special. There's a tree. I go to my aunt's on the Christmas Eve,
nice.
and everybody talks loud, and I sit on my phone.
This is sounding
Maybe
familiar.
maybe there's a dog there, and that's a treat. And then the day comes, and it's a morning thing, and then I don't know. One year on Christmas night, I got like Gray's papaya for dinner.
Really?
Just like that's how like unromantic Christmas Day is for me.
nice.
Does that still exist in New Jersey?
That
was
was
here.
in the. I
no
came
way.
back to the city.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had to
I don't
move to
think
New
Jersey
Jersey.
got-
They had to move
had
to
a
New
Gray's
Jersey.
papaya.
They got priced out of 8th Street.
I think there's one still left, isn't there? Or are they all gone?
Might have been a Papaya King.
Yeah.
There's some papaya based.
That's true.
Do you have siblings or anything that you get together with, or?
Yeah, I got a brother and a sister, and they've all got. They're all a few years older, and they've got families and careers, and I'm just kind of.
Your Uncle Brett, then?
I'm Unky Brett.
Your Unky Brett?
Yeah,
That's like
stress.
that's a more evolved version. You have to spend like 1,200 gems to get Unky.
And I did. Yeah. No, based on Unky Herb from The Simpsons. Danny DeVito's
Oh.
character.
Oh,
Nice.
What was the name of the car that he introduced?
Ooh.
You're on the clock.
I don't remember.
It was based on Everyman. He used as his model his brother.
the Homer.
Very good.
Yeah.
Nice.
I remember. I could probably draw better. I remember there's 2 bubbles.
Yeah, it looks like
And
the
like a
it looks like
large
the
fin.
Jetson. It looks like the Jetsons had like a car crash with the Simpsons.
Yeah, and the Batmobile.
Yeah, that's
like the
true.
Batman Forever Batmobile.
Yeah, basically like there was a pile up at the picture cars part of the movie lot. Mm-hmm. A horrible accident, and Dr. Moreau tried to fix things.
I'm most partial to the Canyon Arrow. That's my
I was just singing that.
Canyon Arrow.
Like yesterday, I was singing that song. I
That's
don't know.
great.
Because it applies in a lot of different
Yeah.
situations. You're right.
Who can name a truck with 4-wheel drive? Smells like a steak and seats 35.
Canyonero.
Yeah, I had the Simpsons CD.
That's amazing.
Nice.
That's just the car that sticks in my brain. Mm-hmm. That's the one.
Does your family have like holiday traditions, like watching anything or singing anything?
You know, my mom's weird. She watches like Christmas movies all year, like the same 5.
Is it the Hallmark Channel?
It's not the. It's
Is
no.
one of them
She's
Home
got them
Alone?
on
Is one of them
VHS.
Oh, wow.
Home Alone or Home Alone 2?
No,
Yeah. My mom's 6
never
deep.
been partial to those.
into
She should
the-
consider those. They're good. I'm just told.
I've heard. Yeah,
Just from around. It's got a lot of good reviews.
There are a couple scenes that are pretty good.
the third one.
The running scenes, right?
All the,
the running
scenes, the
running
whole
scenes.
third movie.
Anything that's sped up is good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, like old-timey action. I like those.
Yeah.
Kevin,
But you
you're
guys-
such a disease.
You guys don't do
Oh, boy.
anything together as a Christmas thing?
Not really. No, it's like the we open the presents, and then we have a meal.
Is it a drinking family?
Not really.
Now
no.
you're getting,
mine isn't either.
now you're getting personal.
No, I'm not asking if you have problems. I'm just saying, like, my family, it's like it's a dry holiday. Every holiday.
To this day, I feel weird drinking a beer around my mom.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll drink several. Yeah, I don't. That
I
doesn't
mean, I'll
bother
do
me.
What are
it,
you
but I
doing
don't.
drinking
I
in
feel
front
weird.
of his mom?
Well,
Yeah, man.
That's not cool, man.
I
What are you doing in Jersey?
got
Watching
lost.
Christmas
That's
movies and
that's
drinking beer.
the bigger problem is why is Jeremy in Jersey?
Yeah.
I don't know. I took a left when I should have taken a right, I guess. Trust me, I stay out of there as much as possible. And I know you both are from there, and I apologize for saying that, but
We've all
I
crossed
avoid
the
it.
river
You guys
a
just
bunch
don't
of
know.
times.
Yeah.
Everybody's crossed the river a bunch
It's a
of times.
beautiful state.
We've had a lot of adventures there, actually. We've
Yeah.
done a lot of podcasting in New Jersey.
it's New York adjacent. Yeah.
It costs more to go there. Just the cost just increased $1.
Yeah.
Oof.
It's
So, Brett, can you tell me about your special show last week that you did with where you just had the running loop?
yeah.
Trying to fix it. That was really incredibly hilarious.
Oh, thanks.
I thought that was just the idea itself was just really
Yeah,
awesome.
I do this public access show, and every week goes a completely new show with a new host and a new everything. And that week we did a take on Dance Party USA or Soul Train or whatever, but that one was the specific inspiration. And we're a little lazy with writing sometimes, so we just wrote 8 minutes, and then we just kept doing the same 8 minutes over and over, with a slight Groundhog Day effect, degraded loops, and by the end of it, everyone was just walking into the wall and
Stuck in their own loop.
yeah, just spinning in circles. I was walking upside down. So yeah, but same
So is that
same
laziness?
song. That's the secret. If you want the scoop,
The secret to creative genius is
Yeah.
Laziness.
yeah.
it's yeah. I think that's how too many cooks happen. They're like, oh, what if it's just
I've tried that method for years, and it still hasn't panned out.
I think it's the part where you're really excited about a band, having a band, and then you start to get more into like, what's the album cover going to look like? You know, because that's easier to, if you're procrastinating on the actual creative product, it's much more easy to think about the aesthetics of external things.
yeah. I mean, we work really hard on a bunch of them, and that one was more production heavy because we had to outfit like 20 people in vaguely like 1986 through like 1992 fashion, just because we had a new wave band and like a what are they called, the Fly Girls type group. So
Oh, nice.
we had to find a happy medium in there.
Sure.
So it takes place in that weird decade
89,
long span.
do the right thing.
Yeah, I think that 89 would work. Like
That's a good happy medium between 86 and
David
92.
Cohn, fucking it up.
Dance Party USA, which was like, you know, the third wave spin-off of American Bandstand. It was in Philly, so it's like the Philly idea of new wave, which new wave hit in like 1986 in Philly, supposedly. I don't know if anyone's from Philly. I don't.
They're just
No,
about
it's
to
all
hear about
Philly.
Electro Clash. Philly is just getting on.
Yeah. Peach is making her first stop there.
She's playing the Forum, the Spectrum. She's playing the Spectrum. She's playing Veteran Stadium, actually.
Yeah. I don't know if you know about our traditions. Obviously, one of them is that we...
I smash a glass with a fucking microphone.
That's a new tradition we just started.
That's this
with
year.
Brett.
Pretty
You have
punk.
to come back every
we'll
year.
try
for
not
that.
to...
Have you ever seen something break like that before?
That was incredible. Just it was like the moment everyone was ready, and then the mic just slid out.
right into a glass.
Yeah.
Smashed it. Well, another tradition we do once in a while, if you wish it hard enough, Drunk Santa will show up and spread really horrible Christmas. I guess not.
Schmeg-
It's
cheer.
always
Christmas
cheer. It's
schmegma.
cheery.
It's schmeg.
It's a
It's
little
not. It is not cheer at all.
It's not that
Guys,
cheery, but if we
More
wish
of a
it.
slimy trail.
It's Santa, guys. It's Santa.
it's Drunk Santa, and
yeah,
it's
but
different.
whatever. That's cheery Santa, okay?
Yeah.
Like my we're drinkers in our family. Everybody's a little drunk Santa by the end.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
yeah.
I don't know.
I think if we wish it hard enough. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Get your microphone.
Drunk Santa has arrived. Brett Davis, Drunk Santa, Brett Davis.
Hi, Drunk Santa.
You pieces of shit.
It's not.
Good little
Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one.
Christmas.
Yep, that one. Nope.
Yep, that one.
Nope, one down. One down. That one. It's not on. It's not on.
Yeah, it is. It's just very low.
It's very low as well. Merry fucking Christmas.
Yeah, I don't hear that guy at all. It's good.
Yeah, it's he's a little out there
You
anyway.
pricks wished me into existence, and now you've got to deal with me for the rest of your podcast.
We could also have a segment without you, Bad Drunk Santa.
You're the
So
one who gets all the Christmas schmagma. I thought you wanted me here.
yeah, no, you left it on the doorstep.
For the record,
Plenty of schmagma for all the little boys.
I could tell just by looking at you.
you sound much less drunk than last year's Drunk Santa.
Yeah, what's
For the
going on?
record,
What
are you
gives?
on the wagon?
Bit of a tolerance, I would say.
Okay, all right. So your tolerance is high. Spirits are high as well, which
Oh
is
yeah, spirits are high.
Great spirits are high.
Drunk Santa, you don't have any because there's no more cider left.
It's pretty much sacrilege to invite Drunk Santa but not give him a glass of whatever that...
Well, there was
It's
stuff, but
cider,
the
yeah.
thing is, Drunk Santa, that Mike he broke a glass, and so the
I didn't break it.
I mean, you
I
did. You smashed it.
fucking-
You smashed it into. I want for Christmas is a new tumbler glass.
well, you don't get to choose with Drunk Santa, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, it's lucky for you that I brought a bit of presents for you.
Instead of getting
Oh,
a new
boy.
tumbler glass, you're going to get a new fumbly rash, I
Get
think, from this
some
guy.
good presents, I must say. Yeah.
What happened last year? Last year, Beth Hoyt was here, and she got pills. Right? Did she get pills?
Well, speaking of pills,
Well, Beth Hoyt, she does a lot of pills.
I mean, she does. She was
Yeah.
very. That's what I'm saying. Like to some people, Drunk Santa is curmudgeon and mean and racist and smells bad. But to me, he's just
Your uncle.
a nice guy. He's kind of like, yeah, he's one of my uncles. You know.
I've got Beth's letter to Santa, and it's filled with reds and blues and poppers. She'll probably get a bit of something under her tree this year. And she's not going to remember New Year's, I promise you that.
No.
Spirits are high.
Spirits are high.
Well, here's some pills I brought. These here, these little black pills here. These are for Jeremy.
Oh boy, thank you.
What are those two? Does that help his? Does that help his old?
His erectile dysfunction.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So it's a
You
useful
get
present.
better. Yeah, for whenever you get.
He's got 2 pills. That'll
Okay.
last him the rest of his life.
What's
Last year-
What's the name brand of those pills when you take them out of the packaging?
There
I
isn't.
think they're the ones.
Iron Donkey, right? They're made. They're made
Black
overseas.
Stallion.
They're made overseas. Overseas.
China, and you can buy them at the corner store for about 50 cents a pop. But I know that Jeremy doesn't get out much, so.
Well, last year I got a brawl, so I feel like this is an upgrade. So thank you, Drunk Santa. I guess.
What did you get
Appreciate
last
that.
year?
He got a bra last year.
Oh yeah. You never forget those.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty excited,
Oh,
guys.
this one here, this is for Danny, right?
Oh boy.
This is for Danny to have.
Yes.
It's from a wondrous land where Christmas doesn't exist and there is no Santa Claus and none of the kids get presents.
Canada?
Here you are. Oh.
But Drunk Santa, I stopped drinking beer.
Oh.
Well, that's Modelo Especial. So they don't have Christmas in Mexico. They can't afford it. So this one isn't really beer. It's especially not necessarily beer.
I wrote you specifically
Don't
and said
open it.
that I'm
Don't open
not
it.
drinking beer right now because it's giving me GERD.
Don't open it.
Well, I might be able to take that off your hands for you if you're not
No.
going to drink it.
I'll shotgun it just for Santa.
Well, that's very nice of you. How
I no longer am happy that Drunk Santa's here because he knew that he did this on purpose.
I'm
'cause
gonna fucking drink it and you're gonna like it. You
Well,
hear?
I mean,
Drunk Santa really makes things tense.
yeah, I agree with that sentiment. Yeah.
I don't know that it's gotten any more or less tense since we started.
I'm a little. I mean, he's screaming from across the room.
Don't worry,
It's because
Brett.
your family doesn't have a drunk Santa.
This is true, yeah.
So it's just more of like a creative tension.
Yeah, it's not a drinking family.
Don't worry, Brett.
Yeah.
I've got something for you too.
Oh,
I
great.
think my
But
friend.
it's something that you've got to share with Michael
Okay.
because
It's a cold sore.
I think it's going to do good for both of you. All right. Now, I know, you've got a bit of a hair loss problem on the top of your head there.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
like to wear the wigs. You like to dress up.
I mean,
a
that's
little
not
bit
why I
to-
wear the wigs,
to
but
obscure that. Yes, well, you're talking to Santa. He knows what he's talking about, right? So, I've got you, and I know that Michael isn't able to grow pubes, so I've got you both a little bit of magical elf pubes in the bag here.
Oh no, that's
Drunk Santa just brought
Are we
a
gonna split those up?
That's
bag
what?
of pubes.
That might
it's a Ziploc
might
bag.
actually.
No, it's not.
Are those
pubes.
drunk?
No, it's not
those,
pubes.
those are really from the elves.
No, it's not
It's
pubes.
from the
Oh,
North
God.
Pole. It is.
What are they supposed to do with
Well,
these?
I'll
I don't
tell you,
understand.
what you
Yeah,
do
that's also
is-
not enough.
What you do
Yeah,
is, well, they're magical. What you've got to do
Just
is
seed
take
them
like
in
an
there
old
every
sock
so
or a
often.
paper towel or a jizz rag, right? You come into it, and then you sprinkle the pubes on top,
I really.
and then
I
Brett,
ob-
you
I
staple it
object,
to your head,
Santa.
and then Michael, you can staple it to your crotch, and you'll be irresistible
Do you
to
need-
women and or men.
Do you have a crutch?
I do
Did
not.
you say crutch?
I'm not going to use surgical staples to.
I think his
these.
legs are working fine. He just played soccer last week.
Super glue
Drunk
works
Santa?
too.
And I thought the
Uh,
cum was supposed to be an adhesive.
No, it's
Oh,
it's a
no.
growth
Oh, no,
medium.
no.
It's like agar.
Oh, okay.
Right, yeah. You've got to let them grow. It's like a chia pet.
You're like a chia pet, bad Santa. In that drunk Santa. In that you're around, but you could easily be smashed.
Just
Wow.
try it. Maybe you don't get the second half of the gift then.
I'm saying you might be
Whoa,
smashed
whoa, whoa,
right now.
guys,
for all we know.
guys.
For all-
Santa said there's a second part of this gift.
Here's the second part, and you've all got to share it because I've only got one.
God.
So I got
So
two.
much
I got a Coke. I get a gift, a half a gift, and I get another 1/3 of a gift.
So
Here it
that's
is, be
5/6 of a gift. Yeah.
oh jeez.
Oh, a Magnum. We're all going to fit in one.
Well, you've got to share it, so like, one of you's got to empty it out.
I was going to say I have it Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You can have it Tuesday, Wednesday, and you get it Friday.
Okay.
Thursday it airs out.
Nobody has sex on Thursdays.
I don't know.
Everyone knows that.
I mean, was this the only variety that they had?
No, they had
At the North Pole?
basically everything, but I thought I'd be a little nice to you and.
Yeah, but how do the elves make that? That's a Magnum condom.
A team of elves. It's a team of elves.
Elves
make
make
one?
it, and they make it lambskin, and it's
There's
not,
a reindeer one.
It says Trojan on it, guys. I think this is.
It's
Did
not
you
as
go to
powerful
the
as
Did
the
you go to the
remake.
bodega, Drunk Santa, and just get gifts for us this year?
Listen.
And go into the bathroom and cut your own pubes? Because that's what it seems like, and that's not the Christmas spirit. And the spirits are not high. Don't take a drink right now because I don't like what's going on here.
Wherever Rudolph drops me off is where I am, alright? Maybe I wound up drunk on the corner, and there's a fucking corner store there. What's it to you?
I feel like we got a little bit of the backstory last year on Drunk Santa, but I have no idea where you're from. I can't remember, and I remember you telling us, and it wasn't very clear where you were from, why you're here.
Aside from a few offhand references to Rudolph, there's more of a John Lydon-esque quality to him.
Yeah, I was going to say London.
Well, yeah,
Jack London?
I am from the bowels of London. I spent the last few years in Glasgow, just drinking it up with the folk there. But yeah, I hail from London, and I summer in Mexico where nobody knows me.
And they've never heard of Christmas, according to you.
Right.
I don't know if that's true either, Drunk Santa.
Yeah, I don't believe. I do not believe
or
that.
Israel, yes.
Or Israel.
This could be either. Yeah.
What are you, summer at the Dead Sea?
It possibly. I like to not give out my whereabouts because once people know who I am, they always come up, in the summertime. Oh, can I get a gift? Can I get this? Can I get not the PlayStation? Fuck off! I'm trying to be on the fucking beach. I'm trying to get a bit of a tan. I'm drinking. Leave me alone. I didn't ask for this. I can't.
It really sounds like what Britney Spears might say. Or Taylor Swift, or, I mean, do you...
He's saying you sound like a spoiled brat.
Yeah, I
Santa.
mean, there's a little bit of that, but it's also like you're such a star, I guess.
What else did you bring
makes
over
sense.
there in your satchel there, Santa?
Well, I've got.
What do you got, like Four Locos? What are those?
These are for me. Yes, they've got some Four Loko. Yes.
Let's see. What do you got?
Well, I've got a magical bag, and whatever kind of booze you like, I could put out of it. But it's only for me to drink. You're not allowed to have any, so you could.
It's really not that
fuck off
magical,
then.
is it?
I'm still a little confused. So are there children relying on Drunk Santa for gifts?
Oh,
Because they are going to be disappointed, is what you
Yeah.
yeah.
2 years in a row.
absolutely. They're always calling me.
I-
My phone is fucking blowing up this time of year.
I would check the precinct where you're going to be locked up.
That's New Year's. That's when I go on my bender. After I've finished giving all the gifts to all the little fucking twats of the world.
Jeez.
And then I go on a bit of a bender, yeah. I drink a bit. And sometimes I wind up in the slammer. Sometimes I don't. But most of the time I do.
Yeah.
All right, that's not any clearer. Thanks.
You know what? I think this is going to be the last year of the Drunk Santa because I just don't feel right. I thought this
It brings
was a real
the
fun
mood
thing.
down a little bit. Yeah, I agree.
I thought the whole thing was fun, but now
It was the pubes that sort of ruined it.
I mean,
It's not my fault that you don't drink beer anymore.
well, maybe
Yeah,
that's the underlying thing is
you
that
could have
I just got
forestalled this.
personally snubbed.
Spirits are
I
still high.
feel personally snubbed by this whole thing.
I've got
You
to
know?
say that the gerd is no good reason not to drink.
No, it is.
From
It
Mexico.
is when you wake up and you don't feel good and you can't breathe because you got too many bubbles in your gut.
Maybe you don't feel GERD. Because of the.
It's a good
It's
one.
a joke.
You got that there. I feel that way every fucking day. So buck up.
But
you
you're
fucking
Santa, and that's okay.
Pussy. Well, you've
I'm
got
just
to
a
get through the
man.
holidays somehow.
Brett, does this ruin Christmas for you at all, or
I mean, it doesn't ruin Christmas. It's
Okay.
just-
He's going to go back to Jersey like always. Leave him alone.
it's a little less on the Christmas tree side and a little more on the Grace Papaya side.
yeah?
But
Cider-
you kind of like the Grace Papaya.
That's
side.
your-
that
yeah.
once. Was it worth it?
I mean,
Was that dinner
I-
worth it?
I ate.
Did it taste good?
No,
Would you get a couple of dogs?
I think I got a burger and fries.
Why would you get a burger at that place? I always thought about it, but there's so many other places to get a burger in New York. You go there for the dogs.
Christmas Day,
Yeah.
It's a special time.
it's options are more limited.
Yeah. What?
With Christmas Day,
What are you
under
saying?
$5.
What are you saying? They sold out.
Oh, right.
Well, how are they
I
ever?
should have.
No, but I'm saying you go to one of those places. You go there for the dogs and the quart of banana drink.
Yeah, and I got some banana drink too.
I can't.
What's
That
up?
was-
It
that
gives
was
you
no good
it
for
gives
me
you gut
either.
bubbles.
No, there was no bubbles in it. Just I don't know. The banana drink always weirded me out.
Oh, stuff's so good
Never
for you.
got it.
Oh, it's
Did you
very
do the
good for you.
papaya drink?
Papaya drink's fine.
Okay.
Because it's papaya. It's
Banana
the banana
drink
drink.
and
I don't know. I
papaya
don't
drink.
think
It's just
you
so
take
good.
Oh, that's the new Chumbawamba song that's coming out.
It takes a papaya drink.
You eat some dogs that remind you of the good times. You eat some dogs that remind you of the bad times.
Okay. Thanks.
I
Thanks for
first-
that.
Judging by your age and the London location, was Chumbawamba a big thing for Drunk Santa?
Chumbawamba is my favorite group of all time. let me
Okay,
tell you.
yeah.
Name one other song by them.
They've got they've got that song about.
I would walk 500 miles.
No, that was. They've got another one that's probably pretty good.
Beat It. That was them, right? Beat
I
It.
really
get
just like
what
that
you
song. They
give. Don't let. Isn't that them too?
I'll get knocked down. That's the good one.
And I get knocked down. That one.
Different.
I won't get
Yeah.
That's very different.
knocked
Different
down.
but similar.
That's Sam Smith.
I get up again. Keep
That's
on
the Sam-
getting
that's
knocked
the Sam
down.
Smith ripoff of Chumbawamba.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I think it's different.
So here's the thing, Drunk Santa. We love you, but
Get back in the bag.
we also,
Trust
sometimes
me,
you.
I'm a
sometimes
couple
you-
in the bag right now. You won't believe it.
It smells like it. It does smell. For
have
the
an odor.
listener,
Yeah, he has an odor.
it does not smell good in here. I'm sorry, Brett.
Yeah, it's. I mean, the Four Loko kind of helped things.
Yeah, because it's like
It's got
the
a very fruity smell,
Yeah,
Pungent.
pungent and chemically. It's a chemical sound.
Oh, Chemical Lee. It's one of my favorite Asian
G.I. Joe
dance
characters.
bands.
Oh,
Chemical
okay.
Lee?
I was going to
Chemical
G.I.
Lee.
Joe.
I thought you were going to say it's the Cyberpunk Dukes of Hazzard
Generally?
reboot.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
What would the car be then?
would
it
runs
have-
on slime.
Oh wow. I was thinking
I
like
think it's schmegma, actually.
The slime that Drunk Santa leaves behind. He's like the snail of the holiday world.
It's like a penis snail trail what I'll leave behind.
See, I
It's
think
getting worse in
these
here.
are some of the reasons why, Brett. I didn't want to say anything.
We couldn't get
We
any
didn't
other.
really
We
know
couldn't get
that-
any other guests. You're the only person who said yes.
Okay,
especially after hearing holiday
There's the
episode.
thing that most of the people have heard the holiday episode from last year, and
Have actually
I think
complained to the
someone-
FCC.
Someone actually considered that podcast, that specific one, for a Razzie Award. And
Okay.
we didn't think it was that bad.
which of course is named after Tony Randazzo, which is a very prestigious award.
So we didn't get the Razzie nomination, which is fine, but I don't want it to happen again. I don't want someone else to write the same thing just because they don't like Drunk Santa.
I think you should just not have him appear on the show.
Well,
to
when
be
you think
fair,
about him, he pops up. I wasn't trying to have him come today.
Are you saying he's like Darkman?
that's a pretty great feature film, both 1 and 2. If to be fair, they did actually write to the North Pole to say that they wanted
Don't come
regular
back. To
Santa
say don't
Claus.
come back. Yeah.
No, they didn't make mention of it. I believe everybody was pretty delighted last year, I must say.
Tom Hanks did follow you around a while for the Polar Express, right? He was just
Right,
copying
yes.
your mannerisms.
Yes. I had to act 3D for him so that they could show that in IMAX. And it worked quite well, I believe. I went to see that twice in the theatre. But they wrote to the North Pole and they said that we'd like regular Santa this year. But regular Santa has his naughty and nice list, and you assholes weren't on it, so you got Drunk Santa instead again. And fuck off.
Seems like it's going to be repeating itself for a long
Are
time.
you
to come.
saying you're like the University of Phoenix of Santa Clauses? Is that what you're getting at?
Indeed.
You're the Corinthian College of Santa Clauses.
What does Drunk Santa do when it's 60 degrees outside? And
He
it's
curses
December
at people
14th?
who are trying to.
You're still just as sweaty, but it's like 40 degrees.
I just ate a really
Warmer.
sloppy hamburger on the corner, and I was sweating my balls off in this stupid suit, while all the little fucking kiddies are asking me for this and that. It was awful. Where's the fucking snow? This is supposed to be New York City.
I like it.
I mean, you're going to Mexico like soon after.
Soon, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll pack shorts for that and the swim trunks.
Yeah. So what's wrong with wearing capris this week?
Well, I don't have them with me.
You can make them.
Stupid whore, Mrs. Claus, doesn't know how to pack a
enough.
fucking bag
Seriously.
when I tell her
Enough.
what I need.
Yeah, I don't think she would appreciate you talking like that to her.
Or just
I don't
anybody? Or
appreciate that
anybody?
She doesn't put that for her husband.
I mean, at no point in this did I imagine there was a Mrs. Claus in the
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah.
Nothing about you suggests itself to long-term stable
How did
relationships.
you meet? That's a great. Yeah, how did you meet her? Like, was she like an
Like a Sid
appointed
and
wedding?
Nancy sort of thing, I'm guessing.
Well, it was very late at night after a Chumbawamba show.
We woke up in
And,
puke together.
Yeah.
We got knocked down, but we got up again. That's really what matters here.
Oh boy. Well, Drunk Santa, you've been a fucking delight, to say the least.
Hey.
Oh,
Okay. I guess
There's a Salvation Army down the street, and I think they're asking like $12 an hour for a Santa, so you can go there for like maybe 3 hours, get yourself some booze, and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, that's some bullshit, because if you stand out there and ring a bell, you can do way better than what the Salvation Army pays you. You just take whatever they put in there and you go off and you have your fun.
That's
that's
not
illegal.
nice.
I think that's some sort of. Drunk Santa, this has been
It's
enlightening.
never insightful.
Yeah.
It's never
Thanks for the
Delightful.
I thought it was fun at one point in my life. It's like
Maybe when you were 8.
when I really liked Gushers as a kid, and I can't eat them now because they're too sweet.
Yeah.
This is how I feel about Drunk Santa.
but the opposite.
Cooler or
Ecto Cooler?
Ecto Cooler,
I'm
High
still
C
down.
Ecto Cooler
I'm
is
still
pretty
down.
good.
like crystal clear Pepsi,
Now you're dating yourself again.
Zima, perhaps.
Okay. All right. I'll stick with my holiday
Zima, not
drink.
emphysema.
That's right.
Yeah. All right.
That was the first thing I got drunk on, Drunk Santa.
Zima?
I think I got drunk, like
I used to love Zima.
actually drunk on
Did it
Zima.
allow you to make? Was it like a cover for you to make some bad decisions, or you're just like looking at hanging out
Oh
with
man,
friends?
I made some bad decisions. I was like 14. That was a bad decision. I ended up in the police
I've got
department.
record of that on the naughty list.
Okay,
It's true.
Remember that first 6-pack of Zima and that abortion? Oh, God, that was the best days of my life.
let's bring it back.
Okay. Sorry, Drunk Santa is very close to me, and I think he's rubbing off on me.
He's rubbing off.
I'm
on
rubbing
you?
off all right.
Okay.
That's disgusting. Okay, bye, Drunk Santa.
Drunk Santa, thanks for guests for
Yeah,
stopping by.
yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
Just cut
Yeah.
up the 6-pack rings so the turtles don't choke. All right, Drunk Santa, you killing me.
You don't know me or own my life.
Drunk Santa, everybody. Thanks so much for nothing. Yeah, apologies, Brett. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah. So,
I'm sorry, Brett.
Are you?
He's not, because he's not. He's an asshole. Apologies for that. Anyway.
Do you get roped into Christmas decorating or anything like that with the family?
Way to turn it around. hey,
because you're-
guys, spirits
that
are spirits are high.
Because your
Spirits
mom
are high.
watches the movies all year round. It's like it's always decorated.
No, I don't even know if she decorates anymore because she doesn't throw the Christmas celebration.
Oh, your aunt.
Yeah, it's my aunt and my brother that do it now. I mean, it's hard to talk about these nice feelings when I got this odor in the room.
It's wafting
It's
it's all
it
over.
lingers. It lingers.
What is that of Santa?
Yeah.
yeah, of the Santa, of the Four Loko.
The spilled cider
hate,
and,
really.
and whiskey.
Smegma is
Spilled
pretty
cider.
potent. You've got to say.
Smegma,
Yeah.
his trail.
Was there a house in your hood that always stayed decorated all year round? Because there was one in mine.
There was one that always had Halloween decorations up, and they had blood dripping from the windows. And part of me
Always.
thinks they maybe couldn't take it off.
And it actually wasn't a Halloween house. It was.
Yeah.
Nobody's bought that house in years because it was a murder. Murder house. Murder house.
Same house with the insane dog that would run out at you.
Oh, that's the one in the same?
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
They have a fence. Or
Same
anything?
old suburban story.
It was a fence, but
It didn't look all that secure.
yeah, definitely not falling apart.
The dog looked like a champion.
Dog would
hurdler.
just run through the door, which is ajar.
Oh,
I saw crazy lights.
Tiger Heights?
Tiger Heights.
I went there
Brooklyn.
yesterday.
You went there yesterday?
Yeah.
that's
You guys
nuts.
ever been? It's like the south end of Brooklyn, right?
yeah, it's all right.
It's like the Italians that got money. Mm-hmm. They move there and they get their little corner palatial, buy 2 lots, make it one big, massive, castle with sculptures and fountains. And then once a year, they decide to throw anywhere from 2,000 to like 20 G's down on the most intense Christmas lights I think I really have ever seen in like one neighborhood.
And they have
Can you-
they have spawned several like reality show.
Can you elaborate on the
Episodes.
Italians that make money? What does that exactly mean?
They're doing well for
They're
themselves.
they're wealthy.
They're well-to-do
wealthy
Italians.
I know this
thought
is-
you were gone.
Yeah,
Justin.
I know
Why
this
are
is
you
tough
keep
for you to
put-
conceive of.
Nope,
Santa.
I'm not going anywhere.
Well,
Nope.
we would. Okay. You know what I noticed is that a lot of the yards there have signs that they've hired people to put the lights up for them and take them off,
Yeah.
which is the laziest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Well, I don't know. If you get your house waterproofed, it's like another fine job by the same guys who are paying for someone else to come in and do the lights on their yard. So
And they don't
it all
have
kind
to
of feeds
store it. They don't have to do anything. The guys come in, you buy all these lights. They're like,
Yeah.
what do you want? You want all this here? You want a 2-story Santa Claus and a couple nutcrackers on the side? That's
great.
good.
Yeah, 2 nutcrackers.
2 nutcrackers.
per
We'll get
side,
that.
Yeah.
And it's also weird when it's like all of these like, you know, Christmassy, like Frosty the Snowman and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and then bam, baby Jesus. It's just like in all of this like
And like a Venus de Milo that's always there.
exactly, and a lion, like a sculpture of a lion, or like the weird like half ram, half goat thing that goes on.
I think you're getting more into the Church of Satan now.
No,
which is
I'm just
not-
saying. Well,
not-
no, I mean, Hail Satan. I mean, Hail Santa. I get them confused myself sometimes, particularly with this guy.
Hail me and Satan.
Okay. All right.
You see who came first in that
I think
benediction.
you could get drunker, but I think you are. And you're smelling a lot worse. Yeah.
His smell is deteriorating.
The new trend I've noticed is a laser just shooting.
Yeah, the lazy
thousands
man's
of
Christmas
light.
lights to just like sprinkle the house. Right?
That's actually a defensive measure from the Diker Heights homeowners because traffic is so bad in their neighborhoods. They're actually trying to blind the drivers
Yeah,
that are coming
I've got
by.
to say that
They
Donna
kill a
and
few of
Blitzen
those, and then
Yeah.
are both blind. Donna and Blitzen are both blind because of those fucking things, and they've got to get rid of them. And I've got something out there where you can sign a petition online.
yeah, the FAA has a comment period of 45 days before anything goes into effect.
I'm curious about the laws. So, are you sharing these reindeer with the Santa we know, or are you the
There's
Santa we know?
two
that's-
Santas, I think. That's what he's
Okay.
saying.
Yeah,
it's
But
so
how
vague.
How are there two complete different
there's
reindeer versions?
Santa.
I see.
Right.
I would think that the fish rots from the head. So whatever Santa's reindeer, Santa's reindeer are probably all in good health, but this Santa's reindeer probably are not in
I
all
see.
in good
I just
health.
have to say, there's 2 Santas,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So I'm guessing
there's the
16
Santa,
16
and then
reindeer.
there's
2 sets
and
of
then there's
reindeer, yeah.
drunk Santa, and like all the presents that you get that you actually wanted come from drunk Santa, and all the stuff that you got that you didn't want are from regular Santa. So I'm the good one here.
Are you just give me a bag of pubes?
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh, and you didn't want them? Come on now, don't bullshit a bullshitter.
I don't know, man.
You know, the worst part of this is that
I
we're
don't think you would have known me when I was 9 years old. My best and still my favorite Christmas present ever was getting a Lynx. You guys know what Lynx is?
Wow, really? An Atari
The
Lynx?
Atari had like its own Game Boy. It was the first like I don't know if it was the first color one. I think maybe TurboGrafx 16
yeah, I was gonna say, you guys
I
have
think
heard
it's
my
right there.
you guys have heard my TurboGrafx 16 rants before, and I'm gonna go back to that same familiar well. I don't understand why it didn't do better. You could take the games right out of the TurboGrafx and put them into the Turbo 2 Go.
Right.
And it was like a Game Boy that you didn't have to buy separate little cartridges for, which was so aggravating to parents. Wait, you have Mario, but you want to play it on this thing?
Mario.
I'm doing.
Okay,
You're
yeah,
doing
you're
my
Northeast.
best.
very
You're doing
good.
my impression
That was-
of it because
that
I
was
say
very good.
Mario.
Yeah, northeastern
Brett. I say
northeastern
Mario.
parenting.
I say Mario.
See?
Go.
Yeah,
Well,
everybody's right except
Mario-
Jeremy. It's
Mario.
Did you say
Mario.
Super
I
Mario
do say-
Brothers or Super Mario?
It depends
I
on
do say Super Mario.
Well, how
but I might say
much money
Mario.
do you make every year? There's like a threshold at which you say you go from Mario to Mario.
I'm probably on the Mario level.
Exactly. Oh, you're on the Mario level.
That's good.
You're going up 95. You haven't quite crossed the Connecticut River yet.
Yeah.
You're almost in the money.
But do I have to thank you for that, Lynx? Because that still was my
I don't think you-
forever. That was like the best gift ever. Still,
yeah, that was me.
still wish it was.
That was all
I
me.
still wish I could be excited for a Lynx.
Or a Sega Dreamcast.
Oh no! I was an Atari guy all the way, and then I just
I've got to
switched
say,
right
the
to
Dreamcast
Sony
was a great
PlayStation.
system. It was great.
Mike, Jeremy, favorite Christmas gifts?
This is funny that Dan would say that and set the table nicely for me to say that a very pleasant memory was getting a Nintendo. And my dad had set it up beforehand. So it was like just there underneath the under the coffee table or right under the TV, and it was like covered with something, and he just asked me to move something aside, and there it was. So it was a good, he had a good sense of reveal.
That's
It's a
good.
good
Yeah,
sense
that's
of
pretty
reveal.
good.
And that's good. It makes an impact on a kid. I did enjoy that. 86. We had a lot of good things happen that year.
Story, isn't it?
How so?
When he says, hey, go back there and look in the corner.
Yeah, no,
There's a
I didn't
better
ask my
present
dad to
you
buy me a fucking gun, Santa. Get back in the bag.
probably fucking should have.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true. We wouldn't have been here.
It's getting meaner.
Jeremy, what was yours?
I think I got the Millennium Falcon one year, and that was pretty sick.
The Lego one?
But I also think I remember the year before where I wanted the Millennium Falcon. I think I got the X-Wing, and I was very disappointed.
1972.
Yeah, and then, I was actually going to make an old joke. I was going to say Donna Summers tickets, but I didn't go there.
Debbie Boone tickets.
Yeah, that could work too.
What about you, Brett?
I think it was the Batcave.
Ooh.
Good call.
That was a big box.
Does that come with the car?
It's a big box.
No, I didn't have. I don't think I had the car.
Sold separately?
What was the Batcave? It was just more of like a theory, like an abstract, because the Batcave is really just like an empty space.
No, they built him an
beneath
entire
a mansion. It's like
cave in his backyard.
No, it's like beneath a mansion. So what did you actually have? Like space? Cool.
Well, I think there was there might have been the poles
and the computer, right?
There's definitely the big computer, and then maybe pretty much just the computer.
There's like a glass
Yeah.
case with the remains of all the dead robins.
Yeah, a bunch of dead robins. I think that's this year's.
There's like a big brooding
Yeah.
pool for brooding and mourning.
In our adult lives, though, can you think of a present you've gotten in your adult life that you can be like, oh man, that's the best? Because it's two very different.
Yeah, your
Thanks.
mind has changed. I guess. I mean, my dad got me a 5-string bass
Oh, that's pretty nice.
for Christmas last year. Sorry if you're listening to this, guys, and you really thought there was a Santa Claus. It was my dad.
It was your dad the whole
my
time.
dad the whole time.
Piss off.
I know. Well, you got me a 5-string bass because I lost one a long time ago. But funny, I stopped using 5-string basses.
What, because you
So
got
I
out of
don't
corn?
use it.
It's kind of like that O. Henry
stopped
story, Gift of the
listening to
Magi.
Korn.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe in Christmas.
No, I do believe in Christmas.
Very much so. He just doesn't
Santa,
believe in
that's-
drunk Santa Christmas.
Yeah.
In your
And I just
hateful
knew,
ways.
look, maybe Santa and my dad were in cahoots. My dad works for Yamaha, and it was a Yamaha bass. So I just put 2 and 2 together because I'm kind of smart sometimes.
Yeah, how did you put 2 and 2 together and get 5?
Okay.
That's what I've been trying to figure out my whole life. That's why I stopped with 5-string basses.
My pleasant one actually was just last Christmas.
Stop copying me.
It takes me back to 88, which is crazy. My mother took a poster of a show that I did, The Music Man, in the summer of 88, and I guess it had been kicking around. Everybody had signed it and stuff, and she framed it and gave it to me for Christmas. I guess she dug it out of the basement.
That's a very thoughtful gift.
But that's a gift recently that also gave me a really nice warm feeling.
Who did you play in Music Man?
Winthrop.
Winthrop?
The lisping kid
Oh,
who sang
yeah.
Gary, Indiana, and the
So
Wells.
this is an adult Music Man.
No, this is when he was a kid.
Yeah, no, in 88, the summer of 88, so I was
Okay.
11, right?
But is this an adult play, or is this a
no, it was a musical tour all over the country.
Okay,
Yeah, it was
with kids.
No, with humans, real humans.
But you got
Okay,
the gift
adults.
as an adult.
But I played.
But you were a child playing a child,
Yeah.
and adults played
It's
adults.
much cheaper.
Sing the song,
Okay,
man.
yeah.
It's much-
Sing the song.
Yeah,
What, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana. And
let me say it.
I left before the list.
Okay,
The tour was great because we were in St. Louis at the Muni Theater, which is the biggest outdoor theater, and they had set pieces that were like 3 stories tall, and like gangs of stagehands yanking them on and off stage. No, I'm sure there were pulleys, but yeah, it was intense as compared to like seeing other theater productions.
I played Marcellus in the Eisenhower Middle School production.
Who's like a key? He's like
You went to Eisenhower Middle School?
Yeah,
I went to Eisenhower Middle School.
really.
Get out of here.
That is very weird.
A different Eisenhower.
No,
Middle
for
School,
sure, different, but
I went
still
to-
in Jersey, right?
Yeah, I went to Nixon Elementary School, which I always
you learned
thought
how to
was-
become a good liar.
And
Yeah.
I went to Coolidge, so we went. It goes
Coolidge
right,
is
it's just
another
like
weird.
You
one,
learned how to
yeah.
ruin the economy.
Oh, that's not nice. Calvin Coolidge is all right.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was not who. You didn't go to Hoover
No,
High
I
School,
didn't go to Hoover High School.
where you learned to suck.
Wow, is that a brand you hate?
Hoover?
Hoover?
Yeah, they could suck it.
Whoa.
Literally?
Yeah.
That's good. That's funny.
It was pleasant because the Mets were still riding high in the summer of '88, and I was wearing my World Series hat, Mets World Series champions hat from 2 years before.
Were there spirits
Probably
out there?
still playing the same Nintendo, although I don't think I was able to take it on tour with me.
Wow.
But when my mom gave me that poster, I definitely went back about 30 years. I was very happy. 20 point something.
Did anyone else from this production of Music Man go on? Have you kept in touch?
You will see them again. I don't know that I really run into the same people that I do from theater. Like, I still run into people that I know from television, but I don't run into the same circles of people from theater. The leads from that show were like soap opera actors, I believe. And there were really good personalities and really good musical singers and stuff like that. So they probably still work in that same field. Just I'm not in that field anymore, so I can still see them.
You're not in that equity world anymore?
Well, no. Like, I run into people. Like, I did a play with Stephen Root, your favorite character actor of all time.
Who are you directing that to?
I'm looking right at Danny.
Oh, okay.
He's a funny ass guy. But when I saw him years later, we remembered each other, and that was nice. When I saw another actor who I was in the same production with, she was not happy to see me. I don't know if we had like a different. I don't know if she.
You guys
remembered.
left on bad terms when you were 11 years old.
Yeah, I don't think that.
I mean, yeah, you moved out of the St. Louis circuit.
This was a job that we did together on Broadway, actually, and I was like 8 years old. So it was, I think that was '86, and for I don't know, like just me reminding her of how old she was, maybe I was not received as pleasantly as I was by Stephen Root, who I had also worked with on the same.
That's
production.
such like a Sunset Boulevard-esque, like,
right? And I didn't like. I approached him and I was like, hey, I wasn't like, I'm going to make you feel old or anything like that. But I also didn't do that when I approached this other actor that I had worked with. And in neither case was I trying to say, hey. It was just like, hey, I remember you, and thank you. Mm-hmm. And it was just like, she was very cold. I don't know if I had. No, thank you. Spirits are just fine.
Spirits are high,
The
actually.
way they are.
Very high. I got the what's the video game rental thing, the DVD, like the Netflix thing?
It's called Gamefly.
Gamefly. I got that 1 year as an adult. That was
Drunk
pretty
Santa,
cool.
you're still here?
Yeah, he won't leave. Literally, we're sharing a microphone and it stinks.
I've been in and out of consciousness. Michael told some story about acting or something. I passed out.
You should be in and out of dialysis the way you sound.
Oh.
Do you think you'll be here next year? Like physically, will you be like? Can you die?
Yeah. As a concept, he can't be defeated. It's
Well,
like Ra's al Ghul.
I'll be here next year, yeah, but I've got to get liver from somebody. Can somebody get me that liver?
Absolutely not.
I'm not letting you get away again.
I mean, in defense, he has given some good gifts.
Well,
That hickey.
I don't. What? I don't.
Come to grow on you.
If he
They'll grow on you.
If he actually gave us all of these gifts
Literally.
that we remember, then yeah, I guess you take the good with the bad,
You take them both, and there you have
the facts of life.
the bad Santa.
I mean, should I take one of these pills and see what happens?
Oh, you should take two.
That's good podcast fodder.
Wait till I go home, because I won't get in.
But wait, that's not for. Ooh.
I just touched it and now my hands are all.
I swear to
charcoaly.
God, that's not rat poison.
It's not a suppository. It's a pill. I promise.
Nice work, Drunk Santa. Appreciate that.
Could you at least grab him some paper towels?
They're a pill. You're not supposed to open them up in front of your friends. The
I
fuck
just
are you
touched
thinking?
them. What are? Oh man.
You open them up.
Did they tell you what was going to happen when you were coming to the basement? They're just like, it's going to be good. We're going to talk
I
about
mean,
stuff.
I didn't. I couldn't have predicted the smell, the tense,
The slime.
the Four Loko occasionally dripping on my hand
Yeah.
when he makes his rounds.
The cider on the ox
I
blood.
must mention this is the old Four Loko, not that new bullshit. This is the stuff that really gets
So you
you going.
stockpiled them.
Oh, when they
keeps
still
you
when they still
drunk.
made it with cocaine, the original formula.
It keeps you good and drunk, but you can still deliver the presents. It's perfect.
Is that a sexual metaphor?
How many times
Everything's
do
a
you get
sexual
stuck in the chimney, Drunk Santa?
400 or 500 times a year.
Again, is that a sexual metaphor, or are you really talking about getting stuck in a chimney?
See, who'll know?
Call them A, call them B.
Do you push in air conditioners as well?
Spirits are high.
Nice callback. Taking it way back.
From episode 1. Yeah, I don't. Let's drink. Spirits are high.
Oh, God. It's not as good when there's not it's chilled.
Well, we had to
warmer.
improvise, you know?
This is just lukewarm.
I Ching, Darwin.
Lukewarm Overholt rye and cider.
That's how we drink everything in London. Lukewarm. You know who drinks a mean Four Loko is Danny over here.
No, he doesn't anymore.
No, I know.
You want to practice on this Modelo?
Danny,
No,
I've
guys,
seen him
I
drink.
stopped drinking beer right now. Would you lay off?
3 weeks deep. Nice work. I'll
Jeez.
applaud you for that.
already look better.
It's Four Loko.
That's all you get.
Oh! It's the first time that you say that I've lost weight. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Because I don't think I have.
No, I don't think you have either.
Why don't you tell everybody about the time you drank the Four Loko in one sip?
That was on Christmas Eve 3 years ago. And how could you have?
It's appropriate.
Wait,
Four Loko
Wait
Christmas.
a second. Wait a second.
Hold on.
I believe in drunk Santa because nobody could have known that. How could you have known that? How did you know about my Four Loko incidents?
Sometimes I have a blackout, but then I'll remember it a few years
That's
later.
like a brownout, right?
Or gray out.
A brownout is something entirely different when we're talking about this guy. And it involves ruined pants.
Oh boy, I wouldn't. Yeah.
It's a fecal metaphor.
No, I thought that I could drink a whole Four Loko.
Not only did
and,
you
like,
think, but you
Without
bragged
breathing?
about
Without
I-
breathing?
I did it. And then I puked it up immediately.
Oh, he did it.
What was the time? What was the time elapsed?
I think I drank it in
22
four.
seconds.
I had 4 sips. I had like 4 sips of
Gulps,
it. It was
four
just
gul-
like
you had
4
four
gulps.
gulps.
Yeah,
Right?
and I
Isn't it-
drank the whole thing.
Isn't it carbonated?
Yeah,
It's carbonated.
I think that's what. Might be the first time I ever gave myself the gerd. I think that's
what is the GERD?
Yeah. Have you worked on a farm in Europe recently?
No, I just like it's a indigestion thing.
I've never heard it called that. It's like the first time.
Gastrointestinal reflux
No, it's like you're used to having
The
whipped
GERD.
cream on your things, and then all of a sudden, one day at Christmas, your aunt's like, "Here's some schlag." I'm like, what is that? What the hell is schlag? I have to learn all these new things like
Yeah.
GERD and schlag.
I have never heard of either.
Okay, well,
See?
guys, I'm just trying to help you out. So next time you go on WebMD, you don't freak yourselves out because I did it to myself.
I've got the GERD too.
It's not fun.
That doesn't surprise me at
Wait,
all.
you've got the GERD too? Well, that's why I stopped drinking for 3 weeks.
That's why you guys
I
should
don't
stop
want-
sharing the same cup. I'm going to keep making
I
that
only
joke
see
till
him
somebody-
once a year, Michael.
Stop drinking. You're still drinking.
Yeah, but whiskey's not carbonated.
Yeah, this
That
is what's
makes
going to save.
perfect
This
sense
is
to
going to
drunk
save him.
Santa.
Yeah.
What? Oh, yeah, whiskey's gonna save me because I stopped drinking beer.
What was the Four
That sounds like a
Loko-
country music
Is
song.
this a challenge? Is the Four Loko challenge?
It was a challenge on my own. I said I could do this, and I did it.
I can shock on this.
Pre-good.
I can shock
And I
on this
did
tall
it.
boy.
I did it.
I believe you.
And then I turned very pale. It was probably a 30-second to a minute turnaround of like that was the worst
Down
idea
to
I've
up.
ever
From
had.
down to up.
To my body being like, everybody out! You're getting out, all of you.
And
All
I
of that
believe,
Four
I
Loko.
believe Jeremy stood in front of the bathroom and wouldn't let him go in without
Oh yeah,
allowing
yeah,
him
that's
to
right.
film.
Jeremy was filming it and wouldn't let me go into the bathroom to puke, which is stupid on his part.
I don't remember that at all.
Where were you guys?
I think we were right here,
Probably in the
this
vicinity of
beautiful-
this
beautiful
basement
basement.
Oh,
apartment.
so I don't feel so bad about smashing a big bottle of a big glass of
Oh
cider.
man, I've dumped so much disgusting stuff all over this.
That's true. If you go back and check these guys' vines,
I suddenly remembered a holiday memory that might involve you, Danny.
Oh,
Okay.
Did we shotgun a beer on a New Year's in a shower?
At wait, whose party was that?
I don't know.
I think that was a serious lunch.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
right.
a serious lunch New Year's.
Yes.
Yes, that
And
was
my-
it. That was some holiday cheer you and I shared.
Yeah, that was my way of like making friends. And that like there was a week of my life where I was like, "Hey, I found out the newest coolest trick of making friends." And then it just
Shotgunning beers.
yeah.
but why the shower? It was just
Because
private.
don't
no
worry
spill.
about
Okay.
it's a messy
That's genius.
circumstance.
Yeah.
That is genius.
You're not the asshole at the party.
No, it's like fucking a corpse at the morgue. It's genius.
Oh,
I think I've
boy.
also
think it's a little
spent a week
different.
with.
I think we can all agree that that's something I've never heard before.
Yeah, no, he's right. He's right.
Oh,
See?
what?
See?
Why else would you work at a morgue?
I have to. Yeah, you should
Free
just
tits.
assume. You should just assume that
Just a
everyone
bunch of free
there
tits at the
is a
morgue.
necro. Really? Do you have to go there? Are you spirits that fucking high?
You
Spirits are high.
just talked about. Wait, I can't jump in on that game. You just talked about having sex with the morgue at the morgue.
No, it's
With
like
dead
no,
people.
it's smart. It's smart. It's like drinking a beer in the shower is smart.
If you're working at a
he's
morgue,
right.
if that's your norm, and like a hot dead girl comes in, is that like a little bit of a treat?
Is it?
It's
I
like
don't know.
you don't get a Christmas bonus, but
Obviously, you've never watched primetime
don't-
TV
you
because
don't
they're
get a
filled
Christmas-
with they're filled with creepers who do creepy autopsies.
I don't watch a lot of hour-long crime dramas.
Shit, man.
I work on
Here
one.
comes
Hey, Phil,
comes
we got
little
it. We
criminal
got
intent.
we got a shipment. No, I mean the Seton Hall College basketball cheerleading team. They all got into an accident. They're all dead. Oh God! You're bringing them in. How many are there? 22. Does that guy have a heart attack? That's his job. He just does he does his job. I like to believe he'd do his job.
Oh yeah, I mean, even if he's not a pervert, is that a little better? It's like, when a pretty girl walks in and you're working at like a button store. That's got to be a treat for the button guy. So it's, I don't know.
What are you, a punk rocker? Or you just make buttons at the button store?
I was
What's going
thinking more of like an old man with a bunch of buttons, as
I worked at
opposed to like a guy selling pins.
on? Those guys have gotten priced so far out of New York. You can't see that. There's like, you can't see that anymore.
The old button guys.
Yeah.
If I worked in a button store and a dead girl walked in, I'd definitely fuck her.
Oh boy.
Okay.
And drunk Santa. Here we go again.
As long as she was hot, though. I'm not no creep.
Okay.
You're definitely a
All
creep.
right.
Nothing has changed.
That is
Glad
creepy.
we got that out of the way.
What can we do to get rid of you, drunk Santa? Can we all do we all agree that drunk Santa, it's time for him to go?
I think it's time to retire Drunk Santa. Okay. Maybe I just throw like a Bud Light Lime out the door and he could chase it.
Yeah, that's
That's not
true.
a bad idea.
We don't click our heels 3 times and
Say
say
Beetlejuice backwards.
If you have a Bud Light Lime, I would chase that out the door.
Let's do it. Bud Light Lime. All right.
Here we go. Go! Give me the fucking booze! See you, drunk
And there he goes.
There he goes.
Clip clop, clip
It's
clop.
amazing.
Clip clop, clip clop.
It's
didn't-
amazing that it didn't shatter, that the beer didn't explode.
it's
That's kind of
amazing
crazy.
that it was that easy and we didn't think of it 35
Wow,
minutes
just came
ago.
to me.
I tend to carry a Bud Light Lime with me everywhere just in case I see Santa. Immediately toss it down a sewer and run.
Well, spirits are still high, I think.
I
Now I
think so.
feel better. Do you feel loose again? I feel
Yeah.
loose. And
The smell
is already-
remains.
it's
But,
getting a
Yeah,
little.
it's already
spirits
starting to
are
air out in
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
high. Whoa, why do we both do that?
Well, I was
Yours isn't that good?
No, it's because it's not in a glass.
Well, you broke your glass, Mike.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to lie in it.
Gosh. It was crazy that it didn't shatter. It like broke into like 4 very clean pieces.
give a look at our website, DannyMike.com. See pictures of that.
Nice.
You might see a picture of it, and it's very dark.
Yeah.
Also, they got an image gallery of 10 beautiful dead corpses.
We will be taking an adventure to a morgue later. Yeah.
That's our next guest.
If you guys,
Joey from the morgue.
if you guys do want some morbid imagery, I brought a scan of my cat's tumor. Michiko is dying.
Oh my god.
I think it's a good time. I think now is the time.
For the listener, Mike
You
is
going to get it?
standing
Oh,
to get a
man.
picture of his cat's tumor.
We just
It's on a disc?
we're not going to be able to put it on now.
Don't read
If you put it in there, you
could lose
you
everything
can
we
lose
built together.
everything
Yeah,
we just
this
done
is
today.
going to be a little bonus just for us at the end.
Put it on. I want to see it.
All right.
Not to make light a cat's
Yeah.
tumor. But have you gotten a second opinion? Because they are still using CDs.
You're saying I should go to the vet who does Blu-rays or the vet who does streaming?
I mean, just an
think
email,
the
email attachment sounds like the easiest way to get.
I think this was just so you could take it and go. You know, it's very cheap to copy CDs.
Is this like a 3D?
We'll see. I think it's some sort of tomography. Yeah, there it is. There it is. You want to turn it around, Jeremy, so we can all see it? Okay. Is there another view, or
I think that was the only one there. I mean,
is that the only?
That was the only JPG.
We'll post that on the Danny Mike website if y'all want to take a look
I think it's a right
Mike's
hand.
cat's tumor.
Yeah, I think it's a right hand side.
That's
Nobody knows really.
Yeah, I can't make out what that is except for the bones. I can actually clearly make out vertebrae and arms.
We'll fuzz out all the details.
It could be a human baby.
What in there?
There's a head.
Yeah, she is. She has been
Just
crying
saying.
a lot. Anyway, were you going to point? I thought you were going to use that as a pointer.
Here is the human head.
For the listener, I really wanted to bring us down. I think mission accomplished. And now it's time for Dan's super fun surprise announcement. I think I've set the table extremely low.
I don't have a surprise announcement. I already said it. I said I'm not drinking beer.
That's your no. Before you were like, I have a special super surprise that I'll tell you on the podcast.
I was just going to tell you I wasn't drinking beer.
Well, that's
kind of depressing, actually.
Well,
Shocking, yeah.
It's shocking.
Okay,
Shocking to me.
Do you?
Well, yeah.
Oh, you thought you were getting did you think you were getting something? Like a Christmas present?
Like a
Like the
Grand
thing,
Theft Auto?
just like the thing that you owe me for like years.
Yo, it's in the mail, actually, for real.
It's in the mail.
It really is. You'll get it.
You got
to
your dad to mail it to you because you can't go out to Jersey and see him. What is wrong with this family?
I was actually just out in Jersey, and you know what? I learned that nothing in life is free.
Nothing stays in the same place in your house.
I was home for the holidays for Thanksgiving, those holidays,
Okay.
and we had Thanksgiving dinner, which I don't have to do shit for. I don't have to cook.
You get
I
to
just
drink
just to
and then
drink
rifle through your
and
family
eat
stuff.
and go through my family stuff and find cool shit in the garage that I had when I was 14 and 15 that are still there.
Why are they all bongs?
They're not all bongs.
They're all
mostly,
bongs.
Mostly,
Every one of them is bongs.
No, they're mostly empty CD cases.
Did you
of,
do
like-
anything else in high school
like
besides
super
make
random.
bongs out of
No.
CDs?
No, I just try to look through my old CD cases that have no CDs in them to see
Those are in
what
the basement. I
I'm
just looked at those
missing.
too.
Like, but there's so many cool ones. Like, there's like really awesome, like old school, like Cali, like punk compilations that I can't even find on like Hopeless Records. Like, no one that doesn't exist anymore. There's so much stuff that I wish I could find that I cannot find. So when you go into the garage,
They're
and you
underneath.
go look,
They're underneath the floor mats of
sometimes
cars
it's
that
more
you've
frustrating. Oh,
driven.
dude, or the CDs are in there and they're just beyond repair.
Maybe you have
They've just been so
did you ever have a
destroyed.
binder?
I had a binder.
I have a
Yeah.
binder. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was very protective of my binder.
They always make the binder out of such, permeable stuff, though. You know what I mean?
That's true.
It's not like if you're going through a rainstorm.
Or if it got and if it was hot out in the summertime, you would have
Copy that? You screenshot it?
No, I did not,
you'd
but I
get
will.
some of the ink from
I'll
the
email it
top
to
of
you.
the CD stuck to the plastic.
Yeah.
on the
Melt on?
outside.
It would melt
Yeah.
on? Ugh.
I mean,
Oh.
that's why you gotta when you're at the Whiz and you're looking at the options.
Nobody beats the Whiz.
You gotta get the nicest one.
Yeah,
Imagine if
I had
you...
a Rolling Stone one. That's when I think I was at my height of my career. I thought it was okay to buy like a $30 Rolling Stone
Comp?
150
Oh.
CD
Organizer
book.
stack?
Yeah,
Like
binder.
Rolling
It said
Stones
Rolling
or
Stone on it.
The magazine.
The magazine,
what a
yeah, not the Rolling Stones. That would fit though that would probably take up like 25 to 30 CDs of their entire collection.
Remember when
which
the
I do have.
Remember when the Wiz changed their name to Nobody Beats the Wiz legally?
Nobody beats the Wiz. Nobody beats the Wiz.
Do you remember that?
Apparently, nobody beats the Whiz is still like a website.
Yeah. It's like if Bob's changed their name to Let's Go Down to Bob's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here. Let's bring it back to the holidays. Hess doesn't exist anymore.
But
as
they
far
still
as-
make the toy.
Really?
exactly. So now all Hesses are now Speedways.
Oh, yeah.
Speedway gas.
I didn't
but
know this.
on
And all
the
that,
radio,
all that money is going to the Jets. too.
and I was wondering, I was like, because this happened a few months ago, I was wondering what was going to happen. And it's like, I still hear the commercials. And it's like, just go to Hess.com for your, because that's like a big thing with people that they have like, Every
item.
year,
Yeah.
every year I got a Hess truck.
That is
true.
my mom. My mom had bought me, would always give me the Hess truck and then immediately walk to the closet in her room and put it on the
away
top shelf.
so you couldn't
Yeah.
break it.
Yeah, I
She's
wouldn't
gonna
even
be a
get to open
millionaire
it.
when those get done.
Is she? Doesn't everybody buy those?
No, she's gonna be.
They're like Image comics from the mid '90s. I have all these number ones. They're not worth anything because everybody got them. Shadowhawk #1, worth nothing.
Image, was that Spawn?
Yeah, Spawn. Spawn's probably worth something. Spawn 1.
Creator controlled comics, right? Creator owned.
Right,
Todd McFarlane.
Todd.
He's a very rich man, probably.
Gosh.
Ah, boy.
Oh, that's right. Well, that was that seemed like a pretty
Depressing.
No, that's not a depressing way to end it. Oh, I was going to say
This
before,
is a depressing way to end it. I want to die. What's that?
I forgot why I was talking about those CDs before. Oh, because
You're in the garage.
nothing in life is free. And after Thanksgiving, the day after Thanksgiving, I had to put all the Christmas lights up because I was home. My dad needed help. I had to clean the gutters. I had to do all these things.
And it turned out that
while you're here,
you can buy Mike Morona a copy of PS3 version of.
I'm just glad you had time to vine during all this cleaning and
Otherwise, I
I
wouldn't
did
have
some
known.
vining. I did some vining.
I wouldn't
about
have
that.
known otherwise what you were doing. I did some gutter cleaning for my mother the other weekend, and
That's what you should do as a good son.
we did
Do
some
that.
cookie baking yesterday, and there's gonna be some. There was some tree bringing up recently, and there'll be decorating, I guess.
we used to have, I think I talked about this last time, but we used to have a tradition when we put up the tree, we would drink 7-Up with a candy cane inside. Yeah, because it's delicious. That was our
good.
tradition.
Yeah.
And nobody has continued it except me, but I don't put up a tree, so it's kind of...
That's kind of a tree.
It's kind of pointless.
Yeah.
They're willow sticks. Those are actually
Poisonous.
no. Those are really good for smacking people with.
Yeah, we're not going to...
How did you find that out? At,
'Cause
Hampshire?
I hit
Because he's like a
Jeremy
10-year-old. That's
So-
why you found it out.
Fraternity hazing at Hampshire College.
No, there's no fraternities at Hampshire College, man. I was a hit.
What's your degree?
It's a fraternity of one.
I have a degree in interdisciplinary arts. Thank you very much.
What does that
Much
mean?
more than either of you have a diploma in, which is nada.
Okay.
I have 88 credits.
I don't know, but did you graduate? You graduated from Rutgers?
It was Montclair. although I
Sunge?
spent all my cultural time in Rutgers.
Yeah, Rutgers.
Donald Trump just badmouthed you.
Really?
Yeah. Oh no, it was Monmouth. I'm sorry. You're okay.
Okay.
You're
Yeah.
still safe.
Why Monmouth? Because of the polls?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Trump was just like, Monmouth. Who's Monmouth? I never heard of that. Duh, dude. You built in Jersey. You know what Monmouth is.
Yeah, right.
Hey,
This is our politics
keep going,
section.
Santa.
Yeah. Well, I guess we should wrap this whole
Yeah,
this whole
before we get
podcast
political,
up.
we should end this fucking.
Before drunk Santa shows up again. Brett, you got any plugs? What would you like to tell our 36 viewers?
every Wednesday, except for the holidays because we're taking a little break. But
As you should.
Every Wednesday we do a public access show called The Special Without Brett Davis,
Awesome.
and it always changes. And that's Wednesdays at 11, but it's on YouTube all the time.
And you can watch it live, right? mnn.org.
Yes.
I remember such a good memory. That's how I watch it, guys, and that's how you should watch it too.
Oh.
No. What's your Twitter?
At the Brettster,
At the Brettster.
Yes.
like the Hulkster,
It sounded.
but lamer.
Do you rip your shirt off?
Yes.
Is that how you're
Then-
gonna end the?
Then equally cool.
That's how you'll end your appearance on this.
Should I rip my shirt off?
I think you could because you're going to be the first guest ever to get our patented Danny and Mike T-shirt. So we would have a
that's
backup
right.
for you.
That's
Yeah.
Although
Right.
I'm wearing a nice shirt,
my
sentimental value
goodness.
with Joe Firestone's face on it.
An alum. That's a. Is that from the car wash? Is that where it's from?
No.
Oh.
This was for an episode of the show where we killed
Right.
Joe.
Right. Very cool.
then we
But
made
you were on the
memorial
pro.
t-shirts.
You were on the pro Joe side though. The anti-death side.
We're actually on the pro Donald Trump side.
That was Trump versus JoJo.
Yeah.
JoJo was sacrificed.
JoJo was we held a telethon to raise money for
Little piece of crap.
for a dying Joe Firestone.
She had brain rot.
Brain rot. Yes.
Yeah.
Dropsy.
I've watched the show, Brett.
Oh, the brain rot was it's a deep reference.
How many episodes of the show would you say you've watched versus how many episodes of Pete and Pete? Just checking, Jeremy. Just ballpark.
I've watched much more of the special than I have of Pete and Pete.
It sounds like you should be doing
Have you watched
with
Pete and Pete?
Brad.
Did you watch it growing up?
I remember I saw the summer episode.
It was a good one.
Specific memory of Danny eating a hamburger underwater.
Yeah,
or something. And I thought that was the coolest thing, but I didn't have cable growing up, so that was like the only thing I had seen.
We were shot in Jersey, so you could have just come to the set.
I could have, if I had known. If I had known
Seabright.
these things.
We were in Monmouth County for Seabright.
Okay, I was
Right? Isn't that Monmouth
Morris,
County?
so I
Isn't
was
that
kinda,
I don't know where Seabright is. I don't remember where it is. I think it's Monmouth County. You might be right.
Sorry,
It's the
you were
bottom
saying
of
you were
Union
more
County or
northern.
something.
You were in.
yeah.
You were north.
But then in college and people with DVDs, I got to see quite a bit of it.
Not another party for Pete and Pete again. That's
Pete
not
and
as
Pete
good as
parties.
Pete and Pete parties preclude possible.
Pantsing.
What are you doing? What are you talking?
I don't know. I was trying to bring back your really nice Sister Susie sitting on a thistle thing that you were saying earlier.
My cider alliteration.
Yeah,
from
your
earlier?
cider alliteration.
Yeah, well,
alliteration was really the word I was looking for, guys.
Sit up and sit a cider. Or what was?
Sit up and sip a cider.
Sit up and sip a cider. Sit up and sip a cider.
That'll
That'll be
pretty
my-
good.
This is actually going to be my ringtone.
Yep, that'll be available at DannyandMike.com. Go ahead and check that out.
You could just clip it and make it yourself.
And also the shirt that Brett's about to get, you can buy that on DannyandMike.com. Give it a look-see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna let
Thanks,
Brett.
Todd Webb.
We're gonna let Brett
Thanks to him.
buy it at a reduced rate.
okay.
These
No,
ordinarily.
now we finally have extra cool compensation to
That's
give
right.
our guests.
Yeah, and a handshake.
Oh, so no more.
You'll always get the handshake.
Okay.
So no more what? No, yeah, no more of that. No. After the Hari and Ashok, we don't do that anymore.
Brett, any parting words?
Wild
tip.
Stallions.
Rule.
Thanks for coming by.
I suck.
So there you have it. As we close the door on this holiday adventure, we remember the lessons we've learned. There's nothing wrong with a simple shotgun shower beer. Drunk Santa is still a horrible piece of garbage. Timothy Dalton is alive and well. But most of all, remember that your fake television brothers are here for you and will always have your backs, adventure after adventure, year after year. Spirits are high.
The Adventures of Danny and Mike stars Danny Tamborelli and Michael C. Morona. The show is produced by Jeremy Balin and Marianne Ways. This podcast is part of the Feral Audio Podcasting Collective and can be found on their website at feralaudio.com. For more information on the guys, visit our website at dannyandmike.com. Also, look us up on Twitter at Danny and Mike with the and spelled out, and on Facebook at facebook.com/The Adventures of Danny and Mike. Thanks for listening.
Is this adjustable? Is this duct tape adjustable, or is this just fixed?
You can adjust it if you'd like, yes. Oh, how on earth did that just happen? Oh, boy.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That was amazing.
Feral Audio.